Mismi. Mismi is a 5,597 meter, 18,363 feet, mountain peak of volcanic origin in the Chila mountain range in the Andes of Peru. The glacial stream on the Mismi was firmly identified as the most distant source of the Amazon River in 1996. This finding was confirmed in 2001 and again in 2007. This claim has been challenged with 3 locations for the source of the Amazon identified, depending upon the definition of source. The waters from Mismi flow into the streams Curwa Santa and Apachita, which flow into the Apurimac River. It is a tributary of the Ucayali which later joins the Marañón to form the Amazon proper. Location: Mismi is about 160 kilometers, 99 miles, west of Lake Titicaca and 700 kilometers, 435 miles, southeast of Peru's capital city, Lima, in the Arequipa region. It is one of the highest points of Calca Canyon. There are several glaciers on the peak. The Cusco Amazon Expedition. Main article: Source of the Amazon River. In 1982, Jean-Michel Cousteau led a large-scale scientific exploration of the Amazon from its mouth to its origin. The Cusco Amazon Expedition cost $11 million and culminated in a 6-hour television documentary titled Cousteau's Amazon, released in 1983. It offered study information to last years and gave insights into the biology and geology of the largest river system on Earth. This expedition was broken into 3 separate groups, and the Upper Amazon section was covered by the Flying Expedition tasked with exploring the upper third to Arequipa from the river's origin. Traditionally, explorers and geographers define the origin of a river system by tracking the longest tributaries while heading upstream, as volume can change dramatically from month to month. In a system as complex as the Amazon basin, with dozens of streams as candidates in previously poorly mapped areas, no consensus could plausibly be substantiated for some time, and the origin was left to speculation. Half a dozen sites claimed title to the origin of the Amazon, and until 1982 several were in the running. But, in 1971, Warren McIntyre discovered the true source of the Amazon before anyone else. This has since been confirmed by satellite. Using an international team of 12 and bringing in expeditionary specialists from Germany, France, Argentina, Peru and the U.S., Jean-Michel Cousteau put together resources and logistics spanning 1,000 miles of unknown jungle. The Upper Amazon Expedition, the Flying Expedition, included an Eastern European multi-axled articulated Land Rover for use on land, a float plane Papago, for air support and reconnaissance, and the Peruvian Air Force offered a high-elevation helicopter to reach the upper levels of the Chila mountain range in Peru. Expedition support bases were established in Cusco, in the mountains, in Arequipa, and high in the Chilca mountain range at Cayoma for the quest to find the origin of the Amazon. Many locations were remote, making it necessary to surmount language, terrain and logistical difficulties, as the mountain team made their way up the Salinco River to the flanks of the Mismi. At this mountain's base, Cousteau dispatched a team of German alpinists who climbed the 18,000 feet, 5,486 meters, volcano and returned in 2 days. During their descent, they found meltwater dropping into a fissure. This cleft varied from 2 meters to half a meter wide, angling down the slope. This stream flowed nearly 50 meters before disappearing, emerging again lower downstream to flow between stones and continue its course. They discovered that within the fissure, the water was deep enough to float a small craft, and realized that they were presented with an opportunity. Utilizing pack llamas, kayaker Carol Ridley was brought to the site, and in June 1982, navigating by kayak, became the first person to run the origins of the Amazon. Later expeditions refined the understanding of the river's many origins in its subsequent course to the Atlantic Ocean. National Geographic Society Expedition. In 2001, it was verified that the main headwater of the Amazon River has its glacial source on the Mismi. An expedition of the National Geographic Society discovered that the Curwa Santa stream flowing into Apurimac River originates on the northern slopes of the mountain and then runs its course through other tributaries and rivers to help form the main Amazon River. Brazilian scientists in 2007 confirmed that the headwaters of Apurimac River are the source of the Amazon River and pointed to Mismi as the most probable source of the Amazon.